lack of engagement is presumably fatal. I mean, you simply cannot have a successful company without engagement. So then you start thinking about, well, what are the things that increase engagement? And just as importantly, what are the things that decrease engagement? And what you discover in the Dilbert companies, and by the way you know what a Dilbert company is, it's very simple. You walk onto any floor in the company that has cubicles, and if you pass a bunch of cubicles that have Dilbert cartoons on the wall, that is a self-declaration, we are a Dilbert company. And there are many of them. So a Dilbert company is one where it has become a culture of disincenting engagement. It has become a culture of disengagement. And the sarcastic or the snarky or the slightly ironic or the whatever it is counted as wisdom. Because in that environment, it's probably the best protection mechanism you can have. But talk about a company to sell short. That company cannot go anywhere until that's fixed. And often it can't. You know, that thing about culture, we talk about culture a lot. And culture's it's kind of like the ecosystem of a lake. You know, it's healthy, and then it gets polluted, and then all of a sudden it's very unhealthy. That cultural thing is absolutely critical. And so as a manager, you know, whether you're the CEO or a middle manager or a first line manager, you can't control the culture of the entire company. You just can't. Now the CEO has a better chance to set tone at the top, and should, and I think we don't always hold ourselves accountable enough for that. But if you're a middle manager or a local manager, you could at least create an island of engagement in your world, and I would argue you must, because it's no fun to come to work if you don't.
You know, but hidden behind this, we profess to love innovation in Silicon Valley, but we all know that really we hate change.
Yes.
And innovation is a funny thing. I mean, in the biological world, the word for innovation is mutation. And it's generally done only when a species is under stress, because mostly it's lethal.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's true.
You know, it seems like Silicon Valley succeeded in part because we evolved.
We do. Well, so fair enough. So I think Paul's absolutely right, by the way. Change is great. You change first, right?
Well, Mark Twain, I'm all for progress. It's change I object to.
But having said that, I think so there has to be an efficient frontier of mutation. If you mutate too much or too often or too wildly, Darwin says, okay, no, not going to play that.
I think you wrote a book about this.
I did. If you don't mutate enough, then you have the other problem. So finding that efficient frontier is part of the deal.